Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving.
I think it's okay because there's no one behind them anymore. They're just got to focus on RRQ Athena, and they also focus on the teams currently in Northern George Pole, so there's a lot of action. People are not really going to be caring too much about box gaming, in my opinion at least, so we'll have to see. But Orange Rock, the team you were talking about, Imperium, they're pretty central. They've got a pretty decent building under control for themselves, but now, you know, City finishes is very in the open as to who might take that game.
Because of these harsh circle shifts, we are in a situation where we're at the 17-minute mark, and we are down to 12 teams and 38 players. So, in theory, even though it's a little bit of a crazy situation, because there's less bodies in the lobby, there's in theory more land available for the remaining players and teams. Just something to think about. Either way, it's not going to be easy as a tanky gets a knockdown onto concept and break knocks down 420 OP.
I remember casting a few months ago a circle that ended exactly in Northern George Pole, and I can say that it gets absolutely insane. The fights just keep on going left, right, and center. If you guys know a little bit more things about casting, play-by-play casting is going to be coming out every single time in the next.
We saw it in the script in game, either Games with Borders or the scripts.
Finals of the that was Middle East, MENA region. That was the one we checked it out. But Team IND, you know what? They were trying to be on the tail of U Level Up, but U Level Up already made it over to the high ground up north of George Pole. Team IND now, if he gets scouted, oh, he saw his head there peeking out for some oxygen. But now breathing is illegal for Team IND, as if you go up, you might just get shut down by Loki. And that's why I liked on the bridge too. You're shutting down all the potential teams in the water.
But now Box Gaming have to contend with RRQ. They were able to trade a knock. Nice by G9 to be at the forefront of that bridge, because RRQ still have the players up as Heister confirms and steals that kill away from Box Gaming. So they're definitely looking over at another angle on the southeast edge of the circle as the blue zone is closing in. We have still 12 teams up, Max.
And RRQ Athena still trying to get some knockdowns at Box. They're really going to struggle. And Team ID, I like what they're doing there. They're trying to get himself under the bridge so they can't get really shut down by Box Gaming currently on the bridge. So it's definitely a way to try and relieve some pressure. But here it is. Circle shift back up north. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. It doesn't want to try and shift away from the circle in the later stage. But now it's going to be 100% City finish in Northern George Pole.
And the team that I was going to mention as well, and it's favourably even more, is King of Gamers on the north edge of North George. But as for RQ, D2E with the mini sprays on the Box Gaming, who did stay on the bridge, are going to be so heavily compromised. The only thing they have in their favour is in some way, shape or form RQ and Nova Godlike clash together.
I mean, the thing is right with Box is that they were fine in the early stage, but now that we know 100% that they're not going to be in the next circle, they have to jump out, and they're going to be in the same kind of level as now Team IND. So let's see which team will make it first to the coastline, and the first team to make it there will deny the other team in the water.
It's going to be the end of Kratos at the hands of Team IND.
Oh no.
As D2E indeed gets knocked by Nova God. Like, this is the kind of situation that could favour Box Gaming as Orange Rock joins in on the fun as well.
Orange Rock coming into this game is also 3 players in the lobby. They lost Jill, but still, they have got a great position under control, and did not quite on the edge. I think that the teams a little bit higher up north on the edge have a better potentially taking that game. That's going to be No Chance Team, King of Gamers Club, also Valdus, and also TSM Entity Dark, only up north, just chilling.
So 2 members of Box have been able to just about get themselves on the beachside area of North George, but they are far from in a safe position if they can just crawl their way up, stick by the edge of the road, peek and get a tiny bit of information as Pinay is trying to hold up. But you can see Haster looking for the peeking head of Pinay in the water.
That to what I said earlier, breathing is illegal when you're in water, otherwise it's going to give your position away pretty damn quickly. But now, unfortunately, there's not a few areas actually can make it back into the city from there, so hopefully they can find that little sweet spot where not too many teams are paying attention and make it actually over onto the mainland. But Nova Godlike, they're still keeping the pressure high, and they do not want to allow any teams to make it through the water section.
So pretty much every single team in the game has gotten some kind of position inside the circle. So this is a little bit of a calm before the storm. And the teams that are looking strongest in my eyes is No Chance Team, King of Gamers and Valdus. So let's see where the next phase goes.
I don't think Box can actually find a way up. I think that, like, I'll have to see, actually. They might have an easy way up there on the rock, but it's definitely going to be intriguing, because if that's not the case, they're going to be in the blue zone very soon. They'll have to tank it, and it's a very late game stage circle, so they will not be able to hold it. I think that maybe where Break is localized is like a sweet spot where you might be able to just crawl your way up there. But even if they do, they got to cross a road too, and they got a building with good high ground position available for both Nova Godlike and RRQ Athena. I don't think that's going to go well, but Team INT get eliminated in 12th position.
Yeah, Snacks was the last player standing. Now he's just going to be eaten and taken out of the lobby. Nice little sweet snack for Box Gaming as a play zone does knockdown break. That's going to be pretty much the end of Box Gaming. Down they go, 10 teams, 29 players in the circle. Centers up into North George. This is going to be building craziness. This is going to be third, fourth, fifth party. Incredible play. I don't even know who's going to come out on top.
Release the hounds! All the teams are now going to try and get themselves center circle. You've got a few smokes. The teams that kept onto that utility, they're going to have a huge advantage into this one. But you've got a big, thick road. Going to be dead center right there. Crossing over that section up north or down south is going to be a big issue. But it is now. Celts knocking on the door of Nova Godlike. Nova Godlike be like, okay, we're going to give that building away. We're going to try and move a little bit closer to the center of the circle. But they actually get shut down pretty heavily. Smaxy going to also get knocked down. And so, well, Vampire shut down actually by Celts from the back end.
They were already in the circle. I don't get why they rotated to a different position, because you are going to get third party. We've seen two members get knocked down by Nova from Nova Godlike. They have been able to get one revived up. I believe they will be able to keep going. Yes, they are closer towards the center circle, but at what cost? As Rox is going to get the knockdown on the D2E. He's now on a sliver of health. Reloads a gun. He's going to prone himself down. Going to look for the drop shot. Maybe be able to actually get the med kit off. What the hell? As the rest of his team bounces around, takes down RRQ and Celts. Galaxy Racer Celts show them how it's done.
RRQ Athena trying to give back a little bit of their own medicine over to Celts of what they dashed over to Nova Godlike, but unfortunately with not too much of an amount of success, and they'll be taken out in 10th position. Now we're finally down to 1-digit team count, and it's going to be Nova Godlike still holding their position, but now they know for a fact that there's going to be one team knocking on their back door, and they're going to try and avoid getting any really extra knockdowns on their side. But now they're coming from the right side. Valdus, they're still also on the eastern side, and the circle is going straight on top of that road.
All I'm going to say is mini red zone, Max. Mini red zone with the amount of grenades that are going to start flying if they haven't already started flying. King and Gamers are inside the circle on basically the northeast center tip. But, of course, if that road is still in play, it's going to be so hard for these teams to move around. TSM Entity holding on to the north part outside of Nova, I might say as well. But they are on top of the hill overlooking the other teams.
Now, yeah, TSM Entity, they've been the vultures. They're just like looking, gathering information. If they can get a few kills along the way, they'll go for it, of course. But right now, what they're going for is mainly gathering information. Kills is not their main priority. Now, grenade from Fredo. Will that connect? I mean, City's on a pretty good path. I don't think it will get much done, unfortunately. Yeah, not going to be detonating in time, and that will not be a knockdown. But still, now we're going to be seeing phase 7 about to knock up and come up in 3, 2, 1. Up north, TSM Entity! Them lads, they have like the perfect circle for them right now.
Oh boy, that's why I say always stay on the edge of a city, because it is unlikely that it stays in that direction as Rox dancing around, dodging everything, hearing everything that's going on, leading the rest of his team as Gang, trying to get the revives off. Freedom is prone down, hoping he doesn't get spotted by the tanky, or just driving his way through from Celts.
Just shutting down absolutely everyone. Galaxy Racer Celts. Absolutely shredding the competition down south on the eastern side. They got Nova Godlike in a little bit of a bad spot. Same also for Udu. And now they're going to be trying to crack this one open more and more. They're going for the high ground push a little bit. That's going to be Valdus trying to get that position away from potentially TSM Entity. But TSM Entity, they say big no. But still, they have one member knocked away. They were a two-man team earlier. And as I say that, unfortunately, going to be losing two teams. Nova Godlike goes out in 8th position. And unfortunately, TSM Entity will be following suit and get eliminated in 8th position.
Valdus Esports moving onto the hill on the eastern side. But they are outside the circle. No chance team. Lost Choco X earlier on. Off Dells is knocked down. They do still have Heineken and the other player of their team up as you level up. Q-Mao and Huzan. You do dang go down.
Oh, them grenades, godless. That was absolutely on point from No Chance. Now they've got to keep on going. Heineken Shrug install that utility, you know, on the edge of George Pole, which is what we were talking about earlier. That is definitely the position you want to try and play around because you can keep pressure and information on teams out of the circle, and currently also teams are currently in the building. But it is now Valdus. They took the position of TSM Entity. They didn't have the advantage for them. That to go uphill. That was a huge win for them, and that might actually just score them the win.
Exactly, it's just going to give them so much freedom as he knocked down member after member of Galaxy Racer Self. Rox is inside the smoke, trying to hold on, but MJ is also doing his best to save off the pressure, and King of Gamers are also still in the mix.
At least they have time. Martin, despite being knocked away, they got a nice spot to go for. They can easily pull off that res. Orange Rock will get taken out now. Down to finally top 5 on this game. Imperium, the circle is still going to be closing up. Phase 8 is going to be on our radar pretty damn soon. The smokes are buying a lot of time for Sales to pull off the res, but unfortunately, as I say that res is actually going to be shut down and leaving Rox as a one-man army. They're keeping the pressure down. Here in 1, looking for 2nd. The spray of Goddard will confirm 2 kills. They see the last one, and there you go. Celts going to bite the dust, eliminated in 5th position.
But they did end the game with 11 kills, so it's a well worthwhile game for them, perking the points up as we get into the final 4. No chance. King of Gamers, you level up, and Valdus as phase 8 has gone up north. King of Gamers are just on the southern tip of the circle inside that building.
I actually like this circle quite a bit. It's going to be taking the high ground away. It's going to be taking the buildings away. It's going to make things a little bit more even. Stevens, anybody can really take this game if they do try and take it under control. Would you like to see that? Heineken, it's going to be now the last remaining member still up on his feet. As here it is. Valdus, they just know that they got to go down. Valdus is the murder. Going to try their best to take control on this one. King of Gamers Club, they got to hold on to it. But unfortunately, that building, you can't look uphill from that segment. They can't do anything against that push off Valdus.
But it was a great play by Valdus, along with the help of You Level Up, was able to take down No Chance Team, creating a tiny bit more space as you go on the edge of the building. We're down to the last 3 teams, 7 players up, 3v1 of the 3 remaining teams. Can King of Gamers rise to become the kings of the last game in a wrangle?
Don't want to shut out, you know, Hyuxan for You Level Up just yet, because he could still just go for a third party. It comes back to what we had earlier a little bit on Miramar. It comes down to a Mexican standoff, and the team that fights last could take the win. And if it's Hyuxan that goes for the fight last, he could take the win. But seems like he's going to go for battlefields just yet, trying to really secure that 2nd position. But dies to the blue zone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And there you have it now. It's going to be down to 2 teams. It's going to be all Valdus the murder, or it's going to be King of Gamers Club Imperium.
3v3. Can Valdus close out the day with the chicken dinner, or will King of Gamers shut them down? The King of Gamers inside the building. Valdus circling the side of the building. Martin and Goddard flanks their way through the side. Goddard starts things off by getting a knockdown. Oops goes down to Braga with the M249. Gets a knockdown, but now as Martin goes on the side of the building, very little help from Braga. Can he close it out? Can he continue on? No, it's not. And Valdus, the murderer, get their chicken dinner.
You have the M249, tried to spray it down and get all the kills, but unfortunately when you're solo like that, one bullet will make the difference. And Valdus the murder, they take the game. And Valdus, I think their speciality, we saw it during the scrims, right? They just played really well around compound edges, and that was their speciality. That circle was perfect for them to take the win.
Such an incredible game. I'm super excited what the desk has to say. Over to you guys.